Welcome to Neo Daily English.
Neo Daily English.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to a brand new, beautifully calm, and wonderfully exciting episode of Neo Daily English. We are so incredibly happy and profoundly grateful that you have chosen to spend your valuable time with us today. I am your host, Leo, and sitting directly across from me in our bright, cozy recording studio is my highly intelligent, exceptionally organized, and always breathtakingly beautiful co-host, Mia.
Oh my goodness, Leo. Thank you for that incredibly sweet, very long, and highly flattering introduction. You always know exactly how to make me smile and blush right at the very beginning of our show. Hello, everyone. I am Mia. Welcome back to our lovely English learning family. On this channel, we are here to help you practice real, everyday English with natural, calm, and easy-to-understand conversations.
Exactly. We deliberately speak slowly and articulate every single word clearly so that beginner and intermediate English learners from all over the world can understand absolutely everything we say. We want you to feel perfectly comfortable, completely relaxed, and highly confident while you listen and learn with us. But before we dive deep into today's massive, highly educational lesson, we have a very quick, friendly favor to ask you. If you enjoy learning English with us, please take just one quick second to click the like button and subscribe to Neo Daily English.
Yes, please subscribe and hit that beautiful thumbs up like button. It is completely free for you to do, but it genuinely helps our channel grow in a massive way. It tells us that you want more fun, free, and highly practical English lessons from us every single week. We appreciate your beautiful support so much from the bottom of our hearts.
We really, truly do. Thank you, friends. So, Mia, today we are going to talk about a topic that is absolutely essential for every single person. We are talking about the things we do every single day. Today's topic is our daily routines and our habits. Building a better routine means building a better you.
This is such an incredibly important topic, Leo. A routine is the normal, usual way you do things every day, from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to sleep. A habit is something you do again and again automatically without thinking too much. Today, we will learn how to describe our days perfectly in English.
But before we become serious English teachers, let's check in like good friends. How are you feeling today, Mia? Did you have a good weekend?
I am feeling very good today. Thank you for asking, Leo. But honestly, my weekend was very relaxing. On Saturday, I watched a great movie, and on Sunday, I met my best friend for a hot cup of coffee. It was nice, quiet, and calm. How about you? How was your weekend?
I am doing well, but I am actually a little bit tired today.
Tired? Why are you tired, Leo? Did you work all weekend?
No, I did not work, but I woke up very, very early on both Saturday and Sunday. On Saturday morning, I went for a very long walk with my dog. He loves going outside early. And on Sunday, I cleaned my entire apartment. I cleaned the kitchen, the bathroom, and the living room.
Wow, you cleaned everything? That sounds like a very busy and productive weekend. A man who cleans his whole apartment on a Sunday is very impressive, Leo.
Thank you, Mia. I like a clean home. But yes, I am a little exhausted. So, talking about our daily routines is the perfect topic today. Let's start at the very beginning of the day, the morning. Mia, what time do you usually wake up?
I usually wake up at 7 a.m., but I have to confess a bad habit. I do not get out of bed right away.
Oh, really? What do you do in bed?
I stay in bed for about 10 minutes. I grab my smartphone, I look at my messages, and I check the morning news. I know it's a bad habit because the screen light is bad for my eyes, but it helps me wake up slowly.
I do exactly the same thing. I check my phone first, but my doctor says it's an unhealthy habit. After you finally get out of bed, what is the very first thing you do?
The very first thing I do is make my bed. I arrange the pillows and the blankets. When my bed is made, my bedroom looks clean and perfectly tidy. It makes me feel organized and ready for the day.
You make your bed every single morning? That is a fantastic, highly organized habit. I only sometimes make my bed. Sometimes I'm in a big hurry. What do you do next?
After that, I go straight to the bathroom. I brush my teeth and then I wash my face with cold water.
Cold water? Ugh, that sounds freezing.
It is very cold, but it splashes my skin and helps me wake up extremely quickly. After that, I take a shower. I like a warm shower. What about you, Leo? What is your morning bathroom routine?
I brush my teeth too, of course, but I absolutely love taking a very hot shower. A hot shower relaxes my muscles and makes me feel wonderful. Then I get dressed. Get dressed means to put your clothes on.
What do you usually wear for your workday? Do you have to wear a strict formal uniform?
No, I do not have a uniform. Because I often work from home or in a casual office, I usually wear very comfortable clothes. I wear blue jeans and a simple black t-shirt. What about you, Mia? You're a teacher, so you must dress nicely.
I also wear jeans sometimes, but I usually wear a beautiful blouse or a nice soft sweater. I want to be very comfortable, but I also want to look highly professional for my students.
You always look incredibly beautiful and professional, Mia. Your students are very lucky. Now, after we get dressed, it's time for the best part of the morning, breakfast. I am always starving in the morning. What do you normally eat?
I usually have a very simple, healthy breakfast. I eat yogurt with fresh fruit like berries or bananas, and I always drink green tea. I do not drink coffee.
You do not drink coffee? How do you survive the morning? I cannot start my day without coffee. I usually eat 2 pieces of toast with butter, and I drink a massive cup of strong black coffee.
That means there's more coffee left in the world for you, Leo. But wait, how many cups of coffee do you actually drink every day?
Oh, that's a dangerous question, Mia. I usually drink 2 or 3 cups. Okay, always 3 cups.
3 cups of coffee is definitely an expensive and unhealthy habit. You should try drinking more water instead.
You are absolutely right. I will try to build a new healthy habit tomorrow. Now, after breakfast, we have to go to work. What is your commute like? Commute means your daily travel to your job.
My commute is very convenient. Convenient means it's easy and saves time. I usually take the public bus. The bus stop is only a 2-minute walk from my front door. The bus ride takes exactly 20 minutes, and I listen to calm music while I travel. How do you get to work, Leo?
I am extremely lucky. I usually just walk to my office. My office building is very close to my apartment, so it only takes me 10 minutes on foot. Walking is a wonderful, free, and healthy habit.
That is fantastic. So what time do you actually start working?
I start work at exactly 9 a.m. The very first thing I do is turn on my computer, open my email inbox, and check all my new messages. After that, I make a daily to-do list. I write down all my important tasks for the day, so I stay perfectly organized.
What is your morning routine at your school?
I also start at 9 a.m. First, I go to my classroom, put my bag on my desk, and prepare all my teaching lessons for the day. I write English vocabulary notes on the big whiteboard. I teach 3 long classes in the morning from 10 a.m. until 1 p.m.
Wow, teaching 3 classes in a row sounds incredibly busy and exhausting. Do you get a break to rest your voice?
Yes, I have a short 15-minute break at 11:30. During my break, I go to the teacher's lounge. I drink another cup of warm tea and I talk with my colleagues. Let's pause and teach that excellent word. Colleagues, C-O-L-L-E-A-G-U-E-S. Colleagues. What exactly does that word mean for our learners?
Colleagues are the people you work with at your job. They are not your family and they are not your regular weekend friends. For example, the other English teachers at my school are my colleagues. Some people also call them coworkers.
Exactly. I love talking to my colleagues too. It makes the workday much more fun. Now, the clock strikes 1 p.m. It's finally time for lunch. Do you go to a fancy restaurant every day?
Oh no, that would be far too expensive. I often bring my lunch from home in a small box. I make a fresh sandwich or I bring leftover rice and vegetables from the night before. It saves me a lot of money. What about you?
I also eat at 1 p.m. I usually eat a quick salad or some pasta, but after lunch, around 2:30 p.m., I have a terrible problem. I feel the afternoon slump. I feel incredibly sleepy.
Oh yes, feeling sleepy after a big lunch is a very common human problem. It's hard to keep teaching my students when my eyes feel heavy.
Exactly. So I usually go to the kitchen and make my second cup of coffee. See, it is a necessary habit. What time do you officially finish your work, Mia?
I finish teaching and leave the school at 5 p.m.
I also finish my office work at 5 p.m. And now the most beautiful part of the day begins, the evening routine.
Yes, when I arrive home, the absolute very first thing I do is change my clothes. I take off my professional teaching clothes and I put on soft, comfortable pants and a big, cozy t-shirt.
It is the absolute best feeling in the entire world. Changing your clothes physically tells your brain the stressful workday is completely over. It is time to relax.
Exactly. After I change my clothes, I walk into the kitchen because I am usually very hungry. Do you cook dinner every night, Leo?
I try to cook dinner most nights. Cooking actually helps me relax my mind. I am not a professional chef, but I make simple, healthy meals like grilled fish with vegetables or a hot bowl of soup.
That sounds delicious. You will have to cook for me one day. I also cook, but sometimes, when I am deeply exhausted after teaching, I have a bad habit. I order fast food from a restaurant on my phone.
Ordering food is okay sometimes, but cooking at home is definitely much cheaper and much healthier. Now, after we eat dinner, we have to do the worst chore in the house, washing the dirty dishes.
I actually wash the dishes immediately right after I finish eating. I cannot relax if my kitchen is messy and dirty. I need everything to be sparkling clean.
I have a terrible confession, Mia. My bad habit is that I often leave my dirty dishes in the kitchen sink overnight and I wash them the next morning.
Oh, Leo, that is a terrible habit. Waking up to dirty dishes ruins the peaceful morning.
I know, you're right. I promise I will try to change that habit and wash them at night. Now, after the kitchen is finally clean, how do you spend your free time? How do you relax?
Relax is a beautiful English word. It means to rest, to be calm, to stop working, and to do something peaceful. To relax, I usually sit on my soft sofa and watch television. I absolutely love watching nature documentaries about the deep blue ocean or the green forests.
Nature documentaries are very peaceful. I relax in a different way. I usually watch a funny comedy series on Netflix or I play online video games with my friends. Video games give my brain a chance to completely forget about work stress. Do you ever exercise in the evening?
Sometimes, I prefer exercising in the morning, but I never actually have enough time. So I go to the gym in the evening twice a week, usually on Tuesday and Thursday. I run on the treadmill for 20 minutes.
That is a fantastic, highly consistent routine. Routine and consistency are the secrets to a happy, healthy life.
We have shared so much wonderful, detailed information about our daily lives today, Leo. I think it is the perfect time to take a quick, highly productive pause.
I completely agree, Mia. Friends, we are pouring an enormous amount of educational value and deep dive daily vocabulary into today's lesson. If you are enjoying this conversation, and if you feel that your English is improving with us, please take just one single second to smash that like button and subscribe to Neo Daily English. This is our second friendly reminder of the day.
Yes, your subscription guarantees that you will never, ever miss our weekly free lessons. Hitting the subscribe button helps our channel grow and allows us to keep making these incredibly detailed videos for you completely for free. Welcome to our English learning family.
Okay, let's jump right back into our day. The evening is almost over. It is dark outside. Let's talk about the bedtime routine. What do you do right before you go to sleep?
My bedtime routine is very simple but very strict. First, I go to the bathroom and brush my teeth. Always brush your teeth at night, Leo. Then I wash my face. After that, I set my digital alarm clock for 7 a.m. the next morning.
And when you finally get under the warm blankets into bed, do you go to sleep immediately?
No, I like to read a physical paper book in bed for about 20 minutes. Reading a real paper book, not a glowing screen, helps my eyes feel tired and helps my brain relax deeply so I can fall asleep quickly.
That is a brilliant, healthy habit. I have another bad habit to confess. When I get into bed, I usually hold my smartphone inches from my face and watch funny, short videos for 30 minutes.
Oh, Leo, the bright blue light from the phone screen is terrible for your sleep quality. It tricks your brain into thinking it's daytime.
I know. My doctor told me the exact same thing. Let's make a deal. I promise I will stop leaving dirty dishes in the sink, and I promise I will put my phone in another room before bed tonight. No phones in bed.
It's a deal. I will ask you next week if you kept your promise. What time do you usually close your eyes and go to sleep?
I usually go to sleep at exactly midnight, 12 a.m., and I wake up at 7 a.m., so I get exactly 7 hours.
7 hours is okay, but I prefer to go to sleep earlier at 11 p.m. I truly need a full 8 hours of sleep to feel fresh, energetic, and happy the next day.
Maybe that's why I was so tired this morning. I need to sleep for 8 hours like you. Now, that was our Monday through Friday routine, but what about the weekend routine? Weekends are totally different.
Oh, yes, the weekend routine is the absolute best routine in the world. On Saturday morning, I do not use an alarm clock at all. I sleep very late, sometimes until 9 or 10 a.m.
Sleeping late feels like pure luxury. On weekends, I wake up a little bit later and I make a massive, delicious breakfast. I make pancakes, bacon, and eggs, and I drink my coffee very, very slowly on the sofa while reading a book. There's absolutely no hurry.
I love slow weekends. I often meet my friends for lunch at a small, beautiful restaurant near the city park. We talk, laugh, and eat good food. And on Sunday, as we talked about earlier, we do our chores, like cleaning the apartment and washing our dirty clothes.
Yes, doing laundry and vacuuming the floors. It's boring, but a clean home is necessary for a clear mind.
We have talked a lot about our routines today, Leo, but we also mentioned the word habit many times. Let's really explain the difference between a routine and a habit, because this is vital for English learners.
That is a fantastic idea. A habit is one single specific action that you do regularly and automatically. You don't have to make a heavy decision, your brain just does it. For example, biting your fingernails when you're nervous is a bad habit. Drinking a glass of water right when you wake up is a good, healthy habit.
Exactly. A habit is just one piece of the puzzle, but a routine is a sequence. A sequence is a list of your habits put together in a specific order.
Yes, for example, your morning routine is wake up, make the bed, brush teeth, shower, get dressed, eat breakfast. The routine is the whole story of your morning.
And remember, everyone has both good habits and bad habits. Nobody is 100% perfect. For example, I have a terrible habit of constantly losing my expensive sunglasses. I lost 5 pairs of sunglasses last year.
5 pairs? That is an incredibly expensive bad habit, Mia. My bad habit, as we said, is buying expensive coffee from a cafe instead of making it for free at home.
So, how do we build brand new good habits? How do we become better versions of ourselves?
The secret psychology of building habits is this: start incredibly small. Don't try to change your entire life on a Monday morning. It's too heavy and you will quickly fail.
Yes, for example, if you want to be healthy and start running every single day, don't try to run 10 miles on day 1. You will feel exhausted and quit. Instead, start by simply walking outside for exactly 5 minutes. 5 minutes is so easy that your brain can't say no.
Or, if you want to read more books, don't say I will read 1 book a week. Say I will read exactly 1 single page every night before bed. 1 page is tiny, but usually once you read 1 page, you feel motivated to read 2 or 3.
That's brilliant advice for our English learners, too. Don't say, I will study English for 3 hours today. Just say, I will listen to the Neo Daily English podcast for 10 minutes while I drink my tea. Small, consistent steps build massive success over time.
You are so wise, Mia. Since we are teaching so many powerful concepts today, we need to do a deep dive vocabulary review to lock these words into our listeners' memories.
I love vocabulary reviews. Let's explain the adverbs of frequency we use today to describe our routines. These are essential grammar words.
Let's start with the strongest word, always. ALWAYS, always.
Always means 100% of the time. It happens every single time without fail. For example, I always brush my teeth in the morning, or the sun always rises in the east.
The exact opposite of always is never. Never. Never.
Never means 0% of the time. It is completely impossible. For example, I never drink coffee for breakfast. I only drink tea. Or, I never forget my mother's birthday.
Now let's look at the softer words in the middle. Word number 3 is usually. U-S-U-A-L-L-Y. Usually.
Usually is an incredibly important word. It means most of the time, maybe 80% or 90% of the time. It is your normal, expected habit. For example, I usually take the bus to work, but if it snows, I drive my car. It means it is normal, but exceptions happen.
Word number 4 is often. O-F-T-E-N. Often.
Often means many times. It happens a lot, but slightly less than usually, maybe 70% of the time. For example, I often meet my friends for lunch on the weekend.
Word number 5 is sometimes. S-O-M-E-T-I-M-E-S. Sometimes.
Sometimes means it happens on some days, but not on many days, maybe 50% of the time. For example, I sometimes eat chocolate cake for dessert, but not every night.
Excellent. Let's also review a fantastic transition phrase we use to connect our sentences. The phrase is after that. 2 words.
After that means next or following this action. It helps you tell a smooth story about your routine without sounding like a robot. Instead of saying, I wake up, I brush my teeth, I take a shower, you can say, I wake up, after that, I brush my teeth, then I take a shower. It connects your ideas beautifully.
Try making a sentence with after that right now, Mia.
I eat a healthy dinner. After that, I wash the dirty dishes. See? Extremely easy and perfectly natural.
Let's review 2 more vital verbs for daily life. First, get dressed. G-E-T-D-R-E-S-S-E-D. Get dressed.
Get dressed is the native English phrase for putting your daily clothes on your body. You do not usually say, I put on my clothes. You simply say, after my shower, I get dressed for work. And the opposite, when you come home, is I get changed into my comfortable pants.
And the final word is finish. F-I-N-I-S-H. Finish.
Finish means to end something completely, to bring it to 100% completion. You can finish your workday at 5 p.m., you can finish reading a great book, or you can finish eating all the food on your dinner plate.
What a magnificent vocabulary list. Let's do a rapid-fire pronunciation practice. I will say the word slowly, and you repeat it out loud at home. Always. Never. Usually. Often. Sometimes. Routine. Habit. Colleagues. After that. Get dressed. Finish.
Brilliant pronunciation, everyone. Saying words out loud trains the physical muscles in your mouth to speak fluent English.
Well, Mia, we have talked for a very long time today about our daily lives. I feel like our viewers know everything about my morning coffee and your evening books.
We truly did cover an entire day from morning until night. Let's do a very quick summary of our lesson before we wrap up.
Perfect. Today, we learned the crucial difference between a simple habit, like checking your phone, and a complete routine, like your entire morning schedule.
We talked about our morning routines, waking up, making the bed, brushing our teeth, showering, getting dressed, and eating breakfast. We compared your 3 cups of coffee to my healthy green tea.
We described our workdays and commutes. We learned that we both eat lunch around 1 p.m. and we both experience the sleepy afternoon slump. We also talked about interacting with our colleagues.
We heavily discussed the relaxing evening routine, the joy of getting changed into cozy clothes, cooking dinner, washing dishes, and winding down with TV, video games, or good books.
We also touched on sleep schedules and how looking at a phone screen in bed destroys your rest. Finally, we learned that to build a brand new healthy habit, you must start incredibly small. Read one page, walk for 5 minutes, or eat one single banana.
And most importantly, we learned that everyone's routine is totally different, and that is perfectly okay. The goal is just to learn the simple English sentences so you can describe your unique life.
And speaking of your unique life, we have arrived at the absolute best and most exciting part of every single episode.
Yes, it is finally time for the Neo Daily English Question of the Day. This is the wonderful moment where we pass the imaginary microphone through the computer screen directly over to you, our brilliant listeners.
We want you to actively practice your English writing skills right now by answering our question in the comments section below. Today's question is simple, but very revealing.
Are you ready? The question is, what is your absolute favorite part of the day, and exactly why do you like it?
Yes, we want to know what time makes you smile. Is your favorite part the quiet early morning because you love watching the sunrise while drinking hot coffee?
Or is your favorite part the busy afternoon when you are chatting and laughing with your friendly colleagues at the office?
Or maybe, like me, your absolute favorite part of the day is the late evening when you finally take off your work shoes, change into cozy sweatpants, eat a hot dinner, and feel completely free and relaxed.
Please write a short sentence or two in the comments below. For example, you can write, "My favorite part of the day is the morning because my house is quiet and I can read my book in peace." Any honest answer is a fantastic answer.
We promise you, we read absolutely every single comment that gets posted below our videos. We genuinely love seeing your personal stories, learning about your unique daily routines, and watching your English grammar and vocabulary improve week by week. It is the most rewarding part of our jobs as instructors.
So please do not be shy and definitely do not worry about making small spelling or grammar mistakes. We're all humans and we're all learning together. Take 2 minutes right now, open your keyboard, and tell us about your favorite time of day.
And before we officially sign off and say our grand goodbyes, we have our third and final incredibly important request.
If you have listened to this entire massive deep dive lesson on daily habits and you found it valuable for your English journey, please do us the ultimate honor of hitting that like button and subscribing to Neo Daily English.
Yes, clicking subscribe and tapping the little notification bell is the absolute best way to ensure that you never miss our new free conversational English lessons. We work very hard to plan, record, and publish these detailed videos for you, and your beautiful support means the world to us.
And if you have a friend, a sibling, or a coworker who is also trying to learn English, please share this specific video with them. You can practice talking about your daily routines together over a cup of coffee.
Thank you so incredibly much for choosing to spend so much of your valuable time with us today. You are all wonderful, highly dedicated students. Keep practicing your new vocabulary out loud, keep building positive, healthy habits, and above all, please remember to be gentle and patient with yourself. Learning a language is a marathon, not a sprint.
Beautifully said, Leo. Have a truly fantastic, highly productive, and well-organized day, everyone. Build a great routine today, and we'll see you right back here next time for another fun, exciting English lesson.
And Leo, since we are officially finished recording this episode, and you promised to start building better habits, do you want me to help you practice your new routine by letting me cook you a healthy, delicious pasta dinner tonight? No ordering fast food. You know what, Mia? That sounds like the absolute perfect way to practice my good habits. And cooking for you is always a privilege. Let's go make some pasta.
Yes, a great end to a great day. Goodbye, everyone. Have a wonderful week.
Keep smiling, make your beds, and keep practicing your English. Sweet dreams and goodbye, friends.
Well, that's all for today. Before you go on your way, let me know in the comments, what topics should we cover next? Your suggestions help shape this channel. If you found value in this lesson, hit that like button and subscribe to stay consistent.